You ready for this? Iowa.
Ooh.
At some point, this administration, and let's just get into this. At some point, this administration is going to get so tired of Iowa's inability to score a touchdown. For those of you who don't know, ladies and gentlemen, Iowa won on Saturday to the number 2 FCS ranked team. Okay, FCS is division below FBS mom. Okay, they beat them 7-3. Okay, yeah, you're thinking, all right, great. They didn't score an offensive touchdown the entire game.
I know how they beat them. Wait, they had 2 safeties?
Yep. Yes. It was 3-3 going into the fourth quarter, and then Iowa does what Iowa does and plays the field position game and got 2 safeties. At some point, Robert and Simeon, the administration has to get fed up with the only thing that is bringing recruits to Iowa is waving at the children at the end of the first quarter.
I thought it was the
at some
third
point.
Quarter.
Yeah. Anyone want to jump in here?
Iowa City's pretty too. No, I 100% agree with you. I think they've been, what's the word I'm looking for? Spectacular mediocre for a very long time. Ever since what was the year that they won the national championship 2 decades ago? It wasn't 2 decades.
Iowa.
Yeah, it wasn't. Didn't they play for a national?
Has Iowa?
Yeah.
Roberto,
2000 and what was the year? 2006.
No.
I mean, if it was a long time ago. I don't think it was that relevant.
Long time ago.
No, they
dude.
didn't win the championship, but they played for a championship or the Rose Bowl in 2000.
Yeah, they played in the Rose Bowl when Christian
NCAA where if you were a really good recruit going on campus, you got drafted by number 2 Iowa. You got picked up by number 2 Iowa, and their quarterback was number 2, and he was their impact player. No, am I the only one who remembers this?
No, I mean They've had good teams.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's the last time they were, I would say, successful in any way besides, I don't know, academic and corn related. So I agree with you. If you come out and you win the West, how long has their coach been there? I don't even know their coach's name. That's how insignificant Iowa is to me. You show up and you play one game because your defense is good. You beat a team 7-3 because they're used to throwing the ball around, and then you go and lose the games that actually matter. Robert?
I wouldn't go to Iowa. And the main reason I would not go to Iowa is because Iowa is such a culture school. Iowa and Notre Dame are very big on culture. And that is going to be something that's super hard to break, coming from a school. Not saying UTSA or anybody isn't cultured, but he's been there since 1999.
Yep.
That's a hard thing to try and not break the culture, but change that culture quick.
But at some point, I mean, this culture hasn't been able to compete for a Big Ten
2004 is what I'm thinking of.
Since probably that. Okay, so they've made the Big Ten title game maybe 3 times since its inception, maybe. Robert, they made it once against Michigan State.
They won the West Division in 2015 and 2021.
Okay, so 2 times since the inception, which I think the inception was 2013.
And before that, they had basically a 9-year drought.
But every time they were a heavy underdog. Michigan State, beat them on with one final drive, but there is no spice to the offense. You know exactly what you're getting. If you go into the Iowa game, have 0 turnovers, right, and you play basically Iowa's brand of football, you're going to, as long as you're the better school in terms of talent, you're going to win that football game. It's almost like playing an academy now. Iowa is almost as outdated. Their offense is almost as outdated as the academies.
The last time, Navy, Army. By the way, just wrap that up. UTSA 2-point favorite to Army. Go ahead and make that selection. They're going to win that game. 1960 was the last national championship.